So today I'll be talking about patience. What is patience in trading? We have this misconception about what patience really is in trading, and it dials down to the understanding of what really means to not be impatient, not just being patient. What does not being impatient means? All over the internet, trading is very easy to access, and YouTube channels, videos, books talk about trading, but they don't. Let me give an example. Trading in its own talks about being patient, but doesn't really give us a step-by-step process of how to become patient and how to apply patience. They tell us, or they put it out there: be patient, do not overtrade. It's very easy to tell yourself not to do that. Very easy. But how do you exactly apply that thing? Because you could affirm everything all day, all week, all year, and no fucking changes will happen. You will still be in a loop up, back to back, a loop, which at one point makes you seem stupid, like you don't know what you're doing. You know what you're doing, but you're not just doing it the right way. People need to understand. People really need to understand on how to do things the right way, not just doing it. Because you say you want to become a trader doesn't mean, oh, I can do anything, I want to become a trader. No, you need to take the right steps to become a trader. Anything you want to go into business, don't just go in foolishly and stupidly, or not being aware of the type of business, the service, the customer, everything that entails in the business. You really need to understand that. You really need to, and which is something I'm going to be talking more about. Become a trader in 30 days. Understand technicals is very easy to learn. Within 2-3 weeks you've understood. 2-3 months. 2-3 months. Technicals is good. You understand the basics, make money of the basics. But to stay on a long run, to actually make it in trading, to be consistently profitable, it takes more than just understanding technicals. That is why patience is something that patience is what makes a break-even trader to a 1% trader. From being a break-even trader to a consistently profitable trader, it is patience. In a sense that they are either doing or two things. They are trading too much or trading less. Trading too much or trading less. And I will categorize how you trade less and how you trade more. There are many things you could look at to understand or to apply patience in your trading. What I will talk about is this. You need to monitor who you are while being patient. That is the first thing you do. You take a trade, then you monitor. Not just I write down my thoughts before. You need to understand, you need to monitor yourself why you are practicing the patience itself. That is why I don't really sit down with back testing. Back testing is good, don't blame me. It is very good. Very good. The people nowadays enter this misconception of back testing. No. Life trading, practicing it live, letting your emotions play out live, understanding, being present. Back testing, you've already seen what will happen. You've already seen. Your emotions are not in play. But if you are in the life market, understanding, watching, monitoring yourself while you are being patient, you really understand how patience really works for you. Because patience can be different for me. My patient threshold can be different from you, can be different from you. So you really need to understand that. Then there are some things you need to watch out from. I'll talk about 3 things to apply patience. I will talk about market conditions. First, slow or quick market conditions. Understanding these market conditions can benefit you in trading, which everything comes down to what? Data. That is basically what it comes down to, data. Are you a trader that in slow conditions you are impulsive? Are you a trader in an impulse condition you hesitate? What type of trader are you? Understanding. Really sitting down and understanding being in the live market, understanding. Another thing is you don't need to switch system because your trading is slow this month. You switch a system to the next month. People need to sit the fuck down and practice what is right. Stop jumping for the 100% win rate, 200% win rate, this pair. Sit down and take 2 to 3 pairs. Understand these 2 to 3 pairs. Really sit down and understand it. Which is, what can I say? 1% will be 1%, 99% will be 99%. And you decide if you are going to be 1% or the 99%. Then we also have trade frequency. Trade frequency doesn't really determine. It shouldn't be something you should be looking at. They categorize their patience based on trade frequency. I took this amount of trades. I took this amount of trade. Trade frequency shouldn't matter to you as a trader. It shouldn't. Okay, I would say if you trade 1 pair, 2 pairs, I could say trade frequency. But if you trade a lot of pairs, trade frequency shouldn't be. How many trades you take in a week shouldn't. Your A+ setup comes in, you take them. A+ setup comes in, you take them. High probability setups come in, you take them. You don't do I've taken a setup today, I'm not taking a setup today. Split your risks across if you want to. But don't say I've taken too much trades this week, I've taken too much trades today. You could take 3 trades in a month and 3 trades wins. You could take 7 trades in a month and you could have 7 losses. So trade frequency doesn't really exactly matter. It doesn't at all. It doesn't. The only thing that you need to focus on is what? The quality of the setups you take. That is the quality. Quality over quantity every time. Focus on high probability setups, high quality setups. Setups you are more confident in. Data driven, that has built that confidence for you to be patient and to take the setup. Then I'll talk about 2 things, 2 steps to really regulate, to understand patience or to apply patience. I'll say 2 things. Does it fit the plan? If it doesn't fit the plan, and before I say does it fit the plan, you need to have an effective plan. Not just this time frame, this setup. You really need to understand, which has to be data driven. You really need to understand how to execute the plan. Times they just write out, people write out, or they tell traders to write out, I follow this. Yes, you could do that. But it is not effective enough. What are your high probability setups? What are your low probability setups? What is your win rate? How many losses in a row? How do I react after how many losses? What is my risk management like? How do I grade setups? These are little things you need to understand as a trader. Not just putting money and doing what? Or what they do now is taking prop firms. Prop firm is very, very easy to access. But people need to understand that prop firms are vehicles to fund your account, to grow your personal account. That is basically what prop firms are there for. Don't think of them as long term. And then the second thing is risk grading, which I just talked about. Apart from the plan, then risk grading. Before I say that, what is the plan? Before the trade, during the trade, and after the trade. You need to have it detailed. If I walk up to you and tell you what is your plan? How do you describe your setup to me? Your high probability setup. Describe it for me. You need to, like that. It needs to come from your subconscious. Your subconscious is what, if I ask you 2 plus, what is 2 plus 2? You tell me 4 without having to think about it. Or just like when you walk, do you try to balance yourself when you walk? It's in your subconscious, in your brain. You already know how to do it without even trying. That is what you need to aim for. Subconsciously, you need to understand your plan. It needs to be in your head. It needs to be written down before a detailed one, an effective plan. Not this is how many pairs I trade, 2 setups, 3 setups, probability. No, a detailed one, an effective one. Then we have risk grading. These are the 2 things that will make you apply patience. These are the 2 things you need to watch out for. Then we have risk grading. Risk grading is just what are your high risk probabilities, your high risk setups, what are your low risk setups. Those are basically 2 things. And what from data driven. Everything is data driven. Anything that is emotionally driven, it won't help you on the long run. Data driven helps you on the long run, which is what you should focus on. Then patience also matches with confidence. They go hand in hand. One doesn't come before the other doesn't come before the other. Patience and confidence, they are together. You can't see a patient trader that is inconfident. You can't see a confident trader that is impatient. Eliminating one bad month is everything compounds. Every little thing compounds. Your wins compounds. Your confidence compounds. Your patience compounds. Every little thing you do, every little thing you do compounds to a bigger version. Or every little confidence you get compounds. Every little patience you get compounds. So what you really need to understand is how to be patient, how not to be impatient. What are those things? That is the way you minimize. That should be your focus. Not what are the setups I'm supposed to be taking. What are the setups that I'm not supposed to be taking? If you do that, trust me, your productivity, your performance in trading will skyrocket. You will start eliminating those things you're not supposed to be doing quicker. Because I know, yes, I think I've heard it from Alex Omozi where he said, focus on your strengths more than your weakness. Yes, you could do that. But in trading, you reach like I said, break-even traders, you reach a point in your trading where you need to eliminate those things that don't make you money. Don't just focus on the things that make you money. Try to eliminate the things that don't make you money. You focus on that, trust me, skyrockets.